Alright, what's up guys? Today we're going to be reviewing my opinion on Chapter 7 Season 2 and why I don't really think it's a great season. So I think, first of all, we gotta talk about the Vector DMR. This is the only long-range weapon, and I think the exotic version, the Foundation's Rift Rifle, is actually worse than this. So, I'm going to express my opinion on the Rift Rifle with the Vector DMR. I think the Vector DMR needs it. It's way too good. The scope feels like you have aimbot. It's like the P2X optic from Chapter 5, but it just feels like aimbot when you use the Vector DMR. And honestly, I haven't even been carrying it that much. I think I'll go over my best loadout in Chapter 7, Season 2 later, but I think the Vector DMR, it's just way too easy to use. The projectile, I think it's actually hit scan, but like partially projectile, but the bullet, whatever you want to call it, is way too big. I think marksman rifles usually are some of the hardest weapons to use in Fortnite. And, yeah, along with, like, snipers and stuff, but yeah. If you were to say to me back in, like, Chapter 6 Galactic Battle, we were gonna get a better marksman rifle than the IQA-11, I would have called you crazy, but you know what? I would say it's slightly better than the IQA. The only downside of this weapon is it uses heavy bullets, and you're not really going to find too many heavy bullets around the map. So I just don't think that this is a great weapon to like. I think you're going to take this in the late game only if you have heavy bullets. If you don't have heavy bullets, then you're not going to take it, and that's just what I'm seeing. Because I also see some people, carrying this thing with like zero ammo and just keeping it, and they don't even use it. And that's why I stopped picking it up, because I found I don't even use it that much. Now, the thing with the shotguns this season is there is like no clear best shotgun in the meta. So with the Iron Pump, we got technically the Gatekeeper, which honestly I would take over any of these. Iron Pump, Chaos Reloader, and Twin Hammers. And I think there's one exotic shotgun, but I could be wrong. This is just overall good shotgun meta, I guess. But the Chaos Reloader just feels like Yeah, I think my other, like, big thing with the rivalry system is you could just, like, off spawn have an exotic. I know it was like that back in chapter 2 and whatnot. You could just, like, buy it off an NPC, but these exotics are actually good. That's it. It's just the exotics that they're putting out there are too good for you to just buy. And all you have to do is just get like 8 rivalry wins. Then you get an exotic. That's it. And I'm pretty sure like 99% of people have gotten like, I don't know, lawful exotics, unstable, really any of them. That's just a big problem. Yeah, I think my other, like, big thing with the rivalry system is you could just, like, off spawn have an exotic. I know it was like that back in chapter 2 and whatnot. You could just, like, buy it off an NPC, but these exotics are actually good. That's it. It's just the exotics that they're putting out there are too good for you to just buy. And all you have to do is just get like 8 rivalry wins. Then you get an exotic. That's it. And I'm pretty sure like 99% of people have gotten like, I don't know, lawful exotics, unstable, really any of them. That's just a big problem. Loopholes balanced. Okay, the loophole's too balanced. There's no gun that is better than another one, in my opinion. It's just my opinion, so. And here, I'm gonna give you the best loadout of Chapter 7, Season 2. So, for your assault rifle mid to long range spot, you're gonna carry Combat or Nemesis. I actually think you should carry the Nemesis. Just because it has more long range capabilities than the Combat. I think if you're just going for mid range, then you could take the Combat, and that'd be fine. Yeah, the Combat. If you take the Combat, that's fine. I think you could definitely go with either. I would personally go with the Nemesis, though. That's just me. Just me. You don't have to do the Nemesis. I'm just saying I like the Nemesis, and it feels very clean to use as well. It's so clean, and just feels great to use. In Chapter 5, I love using the Nemesis, and in Chapter 7, I love using the Nemesis, but your shotgun's obviously going to be the Iron Pump. The Iron Pump is the best shotgun this season. My opinion? No, it's everybody's opinion. Maybe besides noobs, because they like the Chaos Shotgun. I hate the Chaos Shotgun. Yeah, Iron Pump Shotgun. And obviously you have to have an SMG. I think you could honestly also go for like the Vector DMR, just because you could use the Nemesis AR at close quarters. But the Twin Mag SMG would be my third slot. Then you have Overdrive Grenades or the 7 Gloves in 4, or maybe even the Skyline Deployer. And in my 5th slot, you could carry Slapperoni Pizza, or any heals, really. Slapperoni Pizza, preferably. But, yeah, that's my best loadout. I don't think you should take the Thunderburst this season. I think Nemesis is better at long range than any gun besides the Vector DMR this season. Thank you for watching, and, yeah.